Hey guys, this is the first video in which I'll be using the new graphics and presentation format. All subsequent videos will be quite similar to this one, excluding the topics discussed. And the topic of this video is, just as the title says, an introduction to scholastic metaphysics. Now, first we gotta answer the questions, what is scholasticism and what is metaphysics? Scholasticism is the philosophic school of thought popularized during the High Middle Ages within Catholic universities, which was built around the idea that certain truths could be obtained through the use of reason alone, and thus pagan and Christian thinkers alike could contribute on such matters of philosophy. Now, scholasticism works by way of dialectics, that is, academic argumentation. The ideas of various philosophies are pitted up against each other until one has been sufficiently proven true, while the others are sufficiently proven false. Over time, this has resulted in a philosophy rooted in Aristotelianism, although divergent from it in quite a few important ways. The most notable scholastics include William of Ockham, Blessed John Duns Scotus, and of course St. Thomas Aquinas, whose specific brand of scholasticism, called Thomism, has been adopted by the Roman Church as its official norm of theology. Now, metaphysics is what I like to call the study of reality and the way in which things are real. To quote the Penguin Reference Dictionary of Philosophy, such an inquiry would lead to an understanding of the ultimate reality which lies beyond that which we confront in sensory experience. In other words, metaphysics studies what it means for a thing to be, and what makes it that which it is, and how causality works, etc., etc. So this all means, then, that scholastic metaphysics is the study of reality as it is understood by scholastic philosophers. Now, scholasticism divides things into 4 categories. That is not to say that the various individual things are put into these categories, but that each individual physical thing itself is divisible into these 4 categories, which are accidents, substance, being, and essence. First we have essence, which is what it is to be that which a thing is. For example, to be leonine is the essence of a lion. The more leonine the essence of a thing is, the closer that thing is to being a lion, and when something is entirely leonine, it has the essence of a lion, and thus is a lion. So again, the essence is defined as what it is to be that which a thing is. Second, we have being, which is the principle by which things are made real. Clearly, not everything which has an essence actually exists. Phoenixes have an essence, that is, a regenerative bird magically linked to fire, but they don't actually exist. When a thing does exist, however, it is said to have being, or participation in the state of existence. In other words, to have being is to actually be. Third, substance is the amalgamation of being and essence. When an essence is made real by being, the result is called a substance. Humans, for example, have a substance because we have both being and an essence, and thus we actually exist. In other words, that which subsists, that which has a substance, is that which is actually real. And finally, we have the accidents, which are the material qualities of a thing. All of the aforesaid categories are immaterial principles which, while providing form to the accidents, do not occupy space. Accidents include things like your arm, because while it is in your essence and therefore a part of your substance to have an arm, the arm itself is neither a part of your essence nor your substance, those being immaterial and the arm being material. In summary, the material aspects of a thing are called accidents. So in a physical thing, we have accidents which are properly given their form by the substance, which is the amalgamation of being and essence, being the principle which makes an essence real, and essence being that which it is to be that which a thing is. Although an in-depth discussion of this topic is for another video, and if you'd like me to make a video about this, you can comment below, it is important to know that God is considered to only have being, and thus is frequently called being itself. And while the angels only have substance, humans have all of the aforementioned, the accidents being our bodies and the substance being our souls. So that wraps things up, right? Not quite. There's one more important concept which dominates scholastic metaphysics: act and potency. Now, if you're familiar with the Aristotelian terms of actuality and potentiality, congratulations, you already know what the terms act and potency mean. But if you're not familiar with those terms, here's how they're defined. An act is a currently real state of a thing. If your arms are folded, that is act, or an actual state. Now, as being is that which makes an essence real, being is ultimately the source of all act. Potency is the potential state of a thing. If your arms are folded, they have the potency to be unfolded. Now, as everything which is possible for a thing to do is naturally afforded by its essence, for example, a lion can do everything which is leonine, but not that which is not leonine, because it has the essence of a lion, essence is ultimately the source of all potency. And of course, since act is the real and potency is the unreal, and as being is that which makes the possibilities afforded by essence real, and as essence is the source of potency or the possibilities within an essence, Act is required for potency to become act. This principle is paramount to the scholastic understanding of change and causality. Potency is made act by prior act. I hope all of that made sense to you. That's all for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.